Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 29 of the Leetcode November Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join my Discord. It's almost to the end, so make sure, I don't know, you finish the month in a strong way. And this is jump game 3. Okay, so which variation is this? So given an array, you're at start, and you're trying to get any index of 0. Okay. So it seems pretty straightforward, maybe. I think the only tricky thing is thinking through the cycles. And what I mean by that is that, let's say you have these 1 and 1, right? You have something like this, you will jump back and forth from the ones, and that's not going to help you, and run the infinite loop. However, the key thing to make an observation is that when you start at the start, it doesn't make sense to go back to a place where you've been because, well, one is that that's not going to be the shortest path. So you can think about it in terms of shortest path. And I think that may be it, because if you have to go back to the place that you've been to, then that means that you've already visited, right? So I think from that we can just do a breadth first search. And yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. Let's do a breadth first search to kind of go, start from the start and then see if we could reach any index with, or any array element with n, right? With 0 value. I actually now look at the complexity just to make sure. It's going to be O of n, because for each element we only go either left or the right, so there are only 2 edges, so there are going to be O of n edges as well. So that's why I don't really think about it, because I knew that this one is going to be O of n, so I didn't need to worry about the constraint. But let's get started. So we get started on the queue. Let's have like a scene type thing. N is equal to the length of the array. A scene is just, we haven't seen it yet, to map this to the array elements. And then now we go scene of start is equal to true. We enqueue it. So append start, and then that's pretty much it. And then we could do our standard breadth first search. You could also do depth first search if you want to be clever about it, but I think that should be okay as long as you're careful about handling the visited states. So yeah, so the way that I read it is that now is equal to, or maybe just call it index is equal to the first element. We pop the first element, and yeah, so if array of index is equal to 0, then we return true, right? If we go all the way through the end, then we return false. The cycles don't help us, as we said. So yeah, so now we just have to check the 2 things, right? Which is for next index, I can't spell. Next index in, let's just say, what am I? Index plus array of index, or index minus array of index. Check that if next index is between 0 and n. If it is, n, oops, how did that happen? N, it has not been seen yet. Then, well, we set it to seen, and then we append the next index. And that's pretty much it, I believe. Let's give it a go. Just scrolling up to put more test cases in. I don't know, just add another one. I have to think about 0 cases and stuff like that. Maybe not. Let's see. Oop, I guess that won't work. So okay. Huh. From 0 to 0 only? What does that mean? Maybe I misread the constraints, but is that a, oh, I see. I did not realize that constraint. But I think we're still mostly done, despite me wasting some time here on just double checking. Let's click on submit. Let's go. Yep. And as we talked about, we look at each cell once. So it's going to be O of n, because for each cell, we only look at left to right. So that's O of 2, or O of 2, which is O of 1, obviously, with constant amount of operation. Or this is O of 1. So yeah. And in terms of space, we use a deck, and we have a scene boolean array. So it's going to be also O of n space. Yeah, so this ends up being a straightforward breadth-first search. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you at the end of the month tomorrow. Bye-bye.